on the Toy Hunter.
Wow.
It's the Jersey Shore, baby.
Hunting in my own backyard.
I'm staying local, bushwhacking through the Garden State.
Excuse me, Cher, but, you know, we've known each other a long time right now.
Oh, found something I want.
This is the toy that literally enabled E.T. to phone home. Look at this place. This is where you've been hoarding everything. Oh, you didn't tell me you had this, man.
Ooh, yes, what we got.
It's amazing.
That's the toy dungeon.
This is very Silence of the Lambs. This was actually too terrifying for children to play with it.
Do you know how cool this is? Here's something you don't see every day.
Please tell me you want to sell this.
I'm Jordan Hembrow. They call me the Toy Hunter.
Oh, man. This is where you've been hiding everything.
I've been collecting and dealing toys for over 25 years.
Oh, I just had a little toygasm.
I scour the country, and I dig deep.
Do you know how much I can get for this?
Whoa.
Out of a box of junk.
If there's a fortune hidden in your toy chest,
I just touched a $17,000 toy.
I'll find it. These may be toys, but this ain't child's play. You know that old phrase, home is where the heart is? Well, in my case, there's plenty of toys there, too.
Jersey in the house. The Jersey Shore is one of my favorite places to hunt for toys. And why, you might ask? We got malls. We got so many malls.
And with the highest ratio of people in shopping malls per square mile in the country, New Jersey is a toy mecca.
It also means I've got some serious digging to do. Andrew?
Jordan, how are you doing? I haven't seen you in quite a while. My name is Andrew. I like to go to toy conventions, horror conventions, and I like to visit them all.
I see you at the shows all the time. This is the first time I was able to actually see your stash.
Well, hopefully it won't be the last, because I have quite a bit.
Oh, man.
Oh, yes.
Andrew's shed is not for lawnmowers. It's not for power tools. It's for toys. Mork and Mindy.
Mork and Mindy, always a great show.
1978, Robin Williams, Pam Dauber. Robin Williams plays Mork, a man from the planet Ork, who crash lands on Earth and hides out in Mindy's apartment.
This show was actually a spin-off of Happy Days. Do you remember Mork from Mork?
I do.
Landed.
He wanted to take the Fonz back with him.
You want to take the
Great
Fonz
episode.
back. That's right.
Great episode.
Didn't the Fonz battle him? He was like,
some strange mind control thing. It was,
nobody beats the
outrageous.
Fonz. The Fonz is awesome. Oh, and these are Color Forms.
Oh, yes.
Color Forms was this great company based out of New Jersey. I'm from Jersey. You're from Jersey. So it was in our backyard. It was kind of a weird toy because you would take these little pieces of vinyl and you could peel them off and put them in little scenes right here on the board.
You don't see toys like that anymore,
No,
do you?
this stuff is cool. You have two of them.
I have two.
I will take them both.
All right.
What do you need on these?
I don't know, how about 15
15 for the pair?
for the pair?
How about 10 for the pair?
Sold. Sold, another satisfied customer.
I will take all the Color Forms you have. And oh man, does Andrew have Color Forms. A little retro plate of TV goodness from the 1960s and 70s. Star Trek, Welcome Back Kotter. Remember Welcome Back Kotter?
Yes, I do.
Come on.
Great show. And of course, John Travolta's Barbarino.
Yeah.
$5 a pop?
Sold.
Awesome. All right, let's keep going.
That's fine. I don't want you to hurt yourself. Let's make it rich here. Oh,
Got a lot of loose stuff in here. Look, here you go.
Diva herself.
It is. It's Cher. I'm thinking Mego. Let me take a look.
Never hurts to look.
Excuse me, Cher, but, you know, we've known each other a long time right now. Here you go. Mego Corporation, 1975. Mego was one of the first companies in the 1970s to actually license dolls for all the celebrities. Cher, Farrah Fawcett, the Dukes of Hazzard, Chips dolls. This doll does have some issues, though. First of all, her hair. This is all matted. Over time, it's kind of melted a little bit. I mean, have you ever seen Cher's hair? Remember, she was always
I love
she
that
was
Cher.
flipping it around. Sunny, sunny. I'll tell you, if she was complete in the box, I would easily pay you $100 for her. But I've got to take a pass on this. If I'm going to buy something loose, it has to be complete and in
nice
really
shape.
good condition. And you know what? This doll was done 1975. Believe it or not, Cher still looks like that. It's incredible. Oh, Superpowers.
Oh, I loved it.
Superpowers is one of the classic superheroes lines and one of the most successful for Kenner. And this, of course, was the Batmobile.
A classic icon.
Superpowers line was Kenner's leading boys' toys line from the 1980s. The characters were all from the DC Comics line. Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman. And you've got the instruction booklet, too. And you've got the little brochure. You know, Kenner Toys was really smart. They always included these little brochures, and they were cross-sell books. So you'd have the pamphlet for all the other toys in there.
Definitely wet their whistles for more buys.
Absolutely.
That's for sure.
What do you need on something like this?
If the box was in nicer shape,
Right.
I'd probably want $250.
The box is crap. The box is damaged. With a condition like this, I'm going to have to price it as if it's a loose toy.
I'll take the 75 if you're willing.
I'll do 75 on it.
Thank you.
Okay.
I do appreciate that.
75.
That's fine. Keep searching.
Oh, look at this. Mr. Rembrandt. This was like an artist toy. Classic, ideal, 1970s. This is perfect. This has never been out of the box before.
That's neat.
It's a fantastic toy.
Robotic.
It's a robot that draws you a picture. You'd put the pen in the hand, and you'd have a little palette.
It goes around in circles and then draws. Remember Spirograph?
Yeah.
Something like that.
It's timeless.
No computers, no technology.
You don't have to have electricity. You don't have to have an internet connection. It's just a good old-fashioned toy. What do you need on something like this?
I'd say about $20.
Would you do 15?
Take it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, wow. Animals.
I used to want those so bad.
These aren't the originals, though, right?
The originals came out in the mid-90s.
Yeah, the original Manimals from G.I. Joe from Hasbro.
Correct. These were put out by KB much later.
So they were KB exclusives.
Correct.
KB Toy Store went to Hasbro and said, the line might not have done well, but we want to pick it up and sell it exclusively in our stores.
I also have, from my own personal stash, an original.
Oh. Can I take out the bag?
Go right ahead.
These are great.
This I got at a big toy show, Pennsylvania, in 1997.
It's beautiful.
If I remember correctly, I paid about $250, $300 for it.
I've actually seen some of these go for upwards of $1,000 in the past. What would you be willing to sell it for?
I would like to get at least maybe $750, because I know, you can't get them. I'm probably never see one again.
You don't want to sell this, do you?
Yeah, it's tough for me to let that go.
All right. I know where it is if I need it, okay?
Fine.
Let me put it with
Maybe
you.
we can work something out later on.
Can I bring this one out?
Go right ahead.
How many toys do you have in here?
Just one.
In my business, I see boxes every day. But today, the Jersey toy gods are smiling on me big time. Please tell me you want to sell this.
I'm at the Jersey Shore hunting through Andrew's shed, and I just came upon a big box, hopefully with some big bucks.
Please tell me you want to sell this.
This I want to sell.
Help me get it out.
Gentle. It's very fragile. Gentle, gentle.
Oh.
This is an Aston Martin Vanquish pedal car.
I'll take it. The Aston Martin Vanquish pedal car by Thermtech Erie was a cross-promotion between the soft drink industry and the James Bond movie Die Another Day, starring Pierce Brosnan and Halle Berry. The dashboard is all detailed. You've got the push pedals, and they still work. It's got the headlights. It's got the grille. It's got the Aston Martin logo on it.
There's something you don't see every day.
It's a cool car. It's James Bond.
And it's cheaper than an original. And there was a very limited amount put out, 3 per state.
I think it's more like 2 per state. What do you need to get on something like this?
How about 400? Well, make me an offer. What would you feel comfortable with?
225.
How about 350?
No. It's a little too pricey right now on just a hunch that I'm going to find a buyer who's going to spend big bucks on it. So I think I'm going to have to fold them here. Let me leave it here for now.
All right, that's fine.
Let me circle back to you if I don't find anything. You happy?
Okay. I'm happy.
Thank you.
Thank
and
you.
I'll take the other stuff too, okay?
At Andrews, I got a ton of 1970s color forms for $5 each, which I will easily turn around for $15 each. I got a classic Superpowers Batmobile for $75. I can probably only get $100 for it since the box is pretty damaged. I bought a Mr. Rembrandt for $15, which I know I can sell for $30.
With all those toys and a bunch of others I was able to grab, I spent about $400 at Andrew's place, and that's going to net me close to $1,000 when all is said and done. My next dig takes me south to one of the largest townships in Ocean County, Toms River, New Jersey. I'm going to see Brian, who is a die-hard Star Wars fan. Now, I'm about as die-hard as they get, so I can't wait to see what he has. Hey, Brian?
No, Eli.
Eli? I'm Jordan. How are you?
Good.
Good. Is your dad home?
Yeah, he's upstairs.
Let me tell you, you know you're about to find some gems when even the dog is a Star Wars fan.
Yeah, he's right up here.
Brian?
Jordan,
Hey.
how are you? My name is Brian. I've been collecting since I was about 8.
At first glance, I'm not seeing a lot of Star Wars, but he has some cool stuff. Okay. Classic Speak and Spell by Texas Instruments. This is the toy that literally enabled E.T. to phone home. Great product placement. I mean, whoever thought of it was a genius. It's incredible. I'm going to let you hang on to this. It's a great piece. Got a lot of Star Wars. You're a big Star Wars guy like me.
Absolutely.
Wait a minute.
Custom figures.
They are.
Yeah.
They didn't make these.
No.
This is an area of the collecting field that not a lot of people know about.
It's the toys that should have been made according to the collectors.
Yeah. So you pop the head off one and you put on another figure.
Yeah.
You know what that's called?
Boil and pop.
Boil and pop. You stick the figure in boiling hot water and it gets all nice and soft and allows you to pop the head off. It's a phrase commonly used in the industry among collectors. Not a lot of people know about it, but it's awesome. Look at that. All right. What you got in here? Some stuffed animals. GoBots. Rogun GoBots.
These were made by Tonka before Transformers was released in the U.S. All the Roguns became weapons of some sort. There were rifles, there were handguns.
How cool is that? Following you.
This was your original transforming robot. The yellow button releases your caps.
Oh, very cool. In 1983, Tonka found out that Hasbro was bringing the very popular Transformer line from Japan to the U.S. market. So, in a shrewd marketing move, Tonka brought GoBots to the U.S. market first.
Never became quite as popular as Transformers.
No, Transformers just blew GoBots right out of the water. These are cool. Will you take 15 for the pair?
Yeah, absolutely.
Right. Thank you. Onwards. What's in here?
And more toys.
Look at this place. This is where you've been hoarding everything.
Apparently Brian's attic has an attic.
You need this. Oh, I found something I want.
Gollum.
It's not just Gollum. It's Gollum from Lord of the Rings. This is based on the classic Ralph Bakshi film. 1978, Tolkien Enterprises. The film really didn't do that well, but it did spawn a very successful toy line. Collectability-wise, okay? The Lord of the Rings action figures are some of the rarest on the market, and they can go for upwards of $2,000 in the package. You don't have any of those, do you?
No.
All right, this is the next best thing, okay? This is a classic, a figural bank in very, very good condition. Is it something you're interested in selling?
Absolutely. 75?
If I were to pay you at 75 on this, I'd have to put it out for close to 125 to 140. There's no way I'm going to be able to do that. We take 60?
I could do 60.
You can.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
No problem.
To an untrained eye, Brian's attic looks like pure chaos. Got some vintage stuff in here. But a cluttered space like this is where you find toy gold. You didn't tell me you had this, man.
I'm in Toms River, New Jersey, scouring Brian's attic where I found a bunch of little eclectic goodies to buy. I've just stumbled across one, however, that isn't little at all.
You didn't tell me you had this, man. Brian, in his attic, has a very rare 1983 Return of the Jedi speeder bike pedal car made by Huffy. I've been doing this 20 years. Only seen 2. This is the second.
They never actually sold those. There were supposedly 100 of them made to be raffled off.
You could only get them if you won one, and the collector craze was on. Luke and Leia rode the speeder bikes in this dramatic chase scene through the dense forest moon of Endor in Return of the Jedi. Part motorcycle, part flying ship, every kid, including myself, wanted to get their hands on one. It's fantastic, and kids would sit on it, and as they would steer, the gun turret would move in the front. I have to buy this toy. That speeder bike is way too special to be collecting dust in any attic. Have you ever thought about selling something like this?
I'd like to get 1,000.
$1,000 is pricey for one toy, but something like this doesn't come along every day. It's big, it's rare, it's Star Wars. I've got to trust my gut instinct on this one. I got to be honest, I've never even considered spending that much money right now on a single toy.
It is unique.
Yeah, it's cool as hell. I can't do 1,000 though. The best I could probably do, maybe 650.
Could you do 7?
I've got no other choice. I'll pay 7.
Okay.
All right, you got yourself a deal.
Brian had a fun, eclectic collection, and I got some really cool items. I bought a pair of Rogun cap-firing GoBots for $15, which I'll probably sell for $15 each. I bought a rare 1970s Lord of the Rings Gollum coin bank for $60, which I hope to turn around for about $120. But the real find was a Huffy speeder bike for 700 big ones. I'm hoping to get $1,500 for it. Now that's a lot of dough to drop on just one toy, so I'm going to have to find the right buyer and fast.
Hey, Jordan, what's up?
Hey, Julia, what are you doing?
Just doing inventory. What's going on?
When I'm on the road, Julia is following up on leads, sending out packages. I don't know what I would do without her.
Uh-oh, what'd you screw up on?
I paid $700 for vintage Huffy Star Wars speeder bike.
Okay, I hope it flies for that money.
I wish. Call up some of the Star Wars guys that we know, some of the big dealers, and see if anyone's looking for one.
Okay, I can do that, like some big spenders.
Yeah, it's a really, really good piece. I just got to make my money back on it. Okay, listen, I'm on my way to Toms River, New Jersey right now. I'm meeting a guy named Curtis. Call you when I'm done.
Sounds good. I'll get on it.
All right, great. Thanks. Bye.
All right, bye, Jordan.
Curtis?
Hey, Jordan. How you doing? My name's Kurt. I collect military toys, science fiction, spy-related, classic monsters.
What are you doing?
Well, this is where we gotta go.
Wow.
That's the toy dungeon.
I'm not going down there first. This has Silence of the Lambs written all over it. Did I tell you I'm married? I got a wife, 2 kids. I love them very much. All right. Wow. Kurt's basement is like another world. Scary. It's exciting. If this is my last day on Earth, at least I'll die among the toys. You got Mr. Potato Head. Classic toys. The first Mr. Potato Head actually was a potato. They made little plastic parts that you could stick in any vegetables.
You can make the funniest looking people in the whole world.
These are fantastic. Little too old for my clients, though. Oh, Mr. Machine!
Wind him up, set him down, see if he runs.
Mr. Machine was created by prolific toy designer Marvin Glass, who went on to design many of the famous toys from the 1960s and 70s, like Operation, Rock'em Sock'em Robots, and Light Bright.
$20 if you'd like to buy him.
$20?
$20.
That makes me happy.
Congratulations.
Kurt has a lot of toys I like to call 60s cool. Earlier than what I'm used to, but still very, very collectible. You've got one of my favorite toys.
Isn't that a nice game? Yeah.
The Arnold Palmer Indoor Golf Course, made by Louis Marks, 1968.
There's 2 sets in there.
He would take a club and you put it in his hand. Oh, it's been a while since I've done this. And you line him up, and Arnold's looking, and he's getting ready, and
Yeah, you got a mulligan there.
Yeah. Hang on. It doesn't get any better than that. Do you want to sell these?
You want the box, though, with it, right?
I want the box makes it. You know that. The packaging was so much better back then.
Yeah, I'll sell you that for $20.
Thanks so much. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Jordan.
I'm still looking. This is what I came here for.
Anything but that, Jordan.
I gotta have this. This is what I came here for.
Anything but that, Jordan.
I gotta have this. Kenner Toys, 1970s, 18-inch Alien from the movie. But you know what? The movie came out. They said, this movie's too scary. We can't release this to a kid. It was actually too terrifying for children to play with it. The alien creature was designed by surrealist artist H.R. Geiger. It looked part animal and part machine, but that allowed it to hide in the shadows of the ship. You'd pull the trigger in the back and the jaws would spring out and the dome would come off. You're always missing the dome.
It took me 10 years to get the dome.
Humor me for a second. Let me make you an offer, okay?
Okay.
Have $75.
$75. Let me think about that for a few weeks. Over in my sleep, I think.
All right, let me up it, okay? And I'm really going for broke here. Let me give you $100 for it.
Nah, I just can't part with it.
What if you hit me with like some stupid, crazy number? What would it be?
At least $300.
Oh.
And that's more than that's
I can
really
buy a
worth.
box. I can buy a boxed one for $300.
If he held $300 out right in front of me, I still might not take it. Not for that.
I respect that. Fair enough. Thank you so much.
Back out of the dungeon.
And so, from Kurt's Dungeon of Toys I come away with retro mechanical gems. Vintage Mr. Machine for $20. It's worth about $40, so I'm good to go. And the forever hip Arnold Palmer inside golf course, also for $20, which I should be able to get a good $40 when all is said and done.
Combine these with another couple of toys worth between $20 and $40, and this visit was a success. Hunting in my own backyard proved to be very productive. With all the toys I bought, I spent about $2,000, and I should net a good $4,500 when all is said and done, if I could just sell the speeder bike. Julia really came through. She found me Nolan, who is a local Star Wars collector with a son who's also interested in collecting. Hey, man.
Ooh, yes.
Hey, man. Hey, guys.
Man.
Fingers crossed I can make this sale.
Let's see it. Let's see it. Wow.
It's amazing.
Will this get you into collecting as well?
Yes.
So let's talk about price real quick, okay? So it looks like we're sitting at about $1,500.
Ooh. $1,000 plus all the cookies you can eat. How about that?
Very good.
That's as high as I want to go.
Do you like it? A scale from 1 to 10?
11.
Okay. You know what? We'll do 1,000. I'll meet your budget in the good spirit of passing along the legacy.
I appreciate
Does
you.
that sound good?
That sounds perfect.
Okay.
I didn't make the money I really wanted to, but I made a client for life. And who knows, maybe Nolan Jr. will be calling me in 20 years looking for that vintage toy for his own children.
Very cool.